So you're in an alternate universe, one where it's the first day of sophomore year. You sit down for the first day of Mr. HD's chemistry class, not entirely sure what to expect. Luckily for you, my universe is one where we're nearing the end of the school year. If it helps you put your mind at ease, I suppose I'll summarize your year ahead. Alright, Operation Transuniversal Chemistry Advice is a go. Let me start off with this. After day 1, you may be eager to jump ship and drop down to CP1. Do not be alarmed, you'll probably be fine. Besides, HD's goal for the first day is to terrify you the year ahead. He can smell fear. And by the way, nobody ever calls him Mr. Howard-Donlin. Stick with Mr. HD. His full name has too many syllables and it makes it look like you're trying too hard. Just don't do it. The first unit of the year is Safety and Matter. Don't sweat safety, honestly. Just don't do anything stupid and you'll probably be okay. As far as matter, so long as you paid any attention in 8th grade and have a higher than below average intellect, you should be alright. Next is Atomic Theory. Again, not much of a big deal. It's basically just a research project on some scientist. If you get anyone besides William Crookes, it shouldn't be hard to show their significance. Electron configuration is the first unit with any sort of difficulty threshold. First, you'll deal with the photoelectric effect and the electromagnetic spectrum. These really have no bearing on much of anything for the rest of the year. I'm fairly certain they're only meant to induce table-flipping rage via the almighty spectrometer. Oh, and there's quantum numbers too, but that's a topic best left alone. Molecular geometry. In our universe, molecular geometry follows very simple, straightforward rules. Yay, octets. Oh, except for hydrogen. And boron. Expanded octets? Yeah, I'm not sure I've really understood this unit myself. Nomenclature. I don't think I can stress the importance of this unit enough. It basically becomes ever-present for the rest of the year. You learn to name 3 different types of compounds as well as acids. Just remember to put the charge with type 2s. Again, I can't fully stress the importance of retaining this unit. I've lost far too many test points due to a failure to recognize that hydrogen sulfide is indeed ionic. The unit on reactions is an absolute marathon. There's quite a bit of material here, and I'm not certain that whatever transuniversal communication we have going here will last long enough for me to relay all of it. Just remember to keep track of Penguin, Frodo, R2-D2, Race, Voyage, Hyperspace, Richter, and Oleoptine. Yeah, don't ask. HD calls the next unit Measurement and Calculations, but he should really call it Significant Figures, because that's basically all you do. While I personally see the necessity of sig figs, you will inevitably have certain classmates that refuse to feel the same way. But Mr. HD will always win, so don't try. But now that I think about it, maybe you don't have significant figures in your universe. What if, in an alternate universe, all measurement devices have infinite accuracy? In fact, maybe your alternate universe isn't so similar as ours as I first thought. Maybe your Mr. HD is actually a 10-foot boa constrictor with a 1080p eyesight. Or maybe your chemistry teacher is actually Richter Belmont. Maybe in lab days, Mr. Belmont likes to play music from the critically acclaimed video game series Castlevania, which stars the mysterious vampire hunter known only as HD, who enjoys hassling vampires that ask too many questions. But I digress. As far as the chemical quantities unit, as long as you can remember Avogadro's number, and the fact that 1 mole is in fact very different than 1 mole, then you should do just fine. Then comes stoichiometry. You don't really learn very much here. The unit consists mostly of the cries of agony from the students that unfortunately forgot how to balance a chemical equation or name compounds. Oh, and there are turkey sandwiches too. Meanwhile, your teacher continually throws problems of increasing difficulty your way. Just look like you know what you're doing, and he probably won't give you a hard time. Gas laws come next. These are pretty straightforward. They each show the relationship between pressure, volume, and temperature of a sample of gas. Then there's another law that smushes all 3 into 1, and another about volume and amount. And of course, eventually HD will assign the long-awaited extra credit project. In typical HD fashion, you expect an assignment so irrationally difficult, so mind-bendingly challenging, so impossibly impossible, that the hope of improving your abysmal grades is lifted briefly, only to be ruthlessly obliterated. As you and your colleagues cower at the potentially heinous concoction, you are all stunned to hear the actual assignment. Create a video, either about the subject of chemistry, or about chemistry class itself. And then, of course, you decide to create an HD chemistry survival guide for all the currently incoming sophomores in the multiverse. Or whatever floats your boat, it's just an idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should get started on the survival guide for that Castlevania universe.